Blog Talk Radio.
Hi, and welcome to Conscious Talk Radio, and I'm your host, Linda Summers, and we've got another great show for you today. Our topic is Healing from the Inside Out with Marian Lee. Before I bring Marian on board, I'd like to give you some background information about her. She is an expert in alternative medicine for anti-aging. She is a traditional Chinese medicine doctor and acupuncturist with 20 years of experience and expertise. Dr. Lee has been voted Best Acupuncture in San Francisco Bay Area by A&G Newspapers in 2002. Marian believes maintaining youth and health requires conscious mind and body connection. It starts from within. By enhancing our natural healing power, physically, mentally, and spiritually, we can live a happy and healthy lifestyle that's stress-free and pain-free. Her interest is in natural approach for anti-aging and healing. And with that, I'd love to welcome Marian to the show. Hi, Marian.
Hi, Linda. Great to be
How
here.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Well, thank you for being here. We really appreciate this, you being here, because really, who doesn't want to be pain-free? Who doesn't want anti-aging? Anybody that's listening is going, well, yeah, of course I do.
Yes.
Who wants to maintain youth, you know?
Absolutely. Yes. I think it's our responsibility, yes, to take care of ourselves. So,
yes.
Yeah. So,
well,
sorry,
and
my
so one would ask, how do we do that? You know, how would we really maintain our own health? And that's really what this show is going to be about, is healing from the inside out. But I really kind of want to give a brief, if you can give like a brief intro or a story of how you got into traditional Chinese medicine and acupuncture. Did that just happen?
Sure.
It was something that you loved?
Yes. In the beginning was when I was in high school, I was suffering from headache. Don't know why, and it's like migraine headache. So that was my first experience to try acupuncture, and just within really, really short period of time, my symptom cured, so the migraine has gone. So I was really quite surprised how effective it was. So eventually I got interest when I was trying to get my master's degree. I ended up just study Chinese medicine because it's such a amazing and a treasure it is in the alternative medical system. So that's how I get into it. Mm-hmm.
I love that, because most people, I mean, I've had really good results with acupuncture. I've had results with other modalities, but I've never felt a calling to be able to go into that field of medicine or of that certain healing modality, which I love that you've had so much, you know, you had an experience from that, and yet you decided to go into that field. So that's yes. Pretty amazing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about, you talk about reducing pain naturally. How can people do that? Because, you know, most people are going, they get a pain, an ache, and it's like, off to the doctor, you know, let's see what's going on, and we know how that story goes. You know, not that Western medicine is a bad thing, we really need it, but you mentioned, you know, a little bit just ago about we can actually heal ourselves, and it's our responsibility. So let's talk about reducing pain naturally.
Sure, Linda. So according to Chinese medicine, everything is energy. So we have this energy going around through our body, and in those paths where energy flows is called meridians. So the meridian carries this life force energy in our body 24/7. And it's going around from head to toe and back and forth and connect your organ from inside to outside. And the theory is whenever this energy got blocked, like say you have injury or you have emotional disturbance, anything can disturb this energy flow. So when this energy flow, when it's severe enough to be blocked, and it would cause pain. So what acupuncture do is use those points along those meridians on your body to release those energy blocks. So when it's released, pain will go away. So that's how it can reduce pain naturally.
And how many sessions would you say? I guess it would really depend upon the person and the injury, but like with your headache, so did you go 2 sessions, 3 sessions, a month, 3 months, 6 months, so people have an idea of, what it would really involve?
Yes, it really depends on individual. Chinese medicine is all about yourself as a whole person. So everyone will be different. So it can be just from one session, the pain will be gone. It depends on what kind of pain you have. It's like a pain that you twist your ankle yesterday, or it can be a chronic pain that you have it for years. That pain. So it all depends on the individual.
Wow. So what about for some people who are not sure of what acupuncture is, can you describe that to them, what that is, and how the needle is? Because when people say needle, it's like, oh my gosh. I mean, I don't like needles myself, but this is so small and so minor. So can you kind of give us a little bit of what that looks like?
Absolutely. So the needle is very, very fine. It's about 1/10 of the hypodermic needles. The needles we use at the hospital, doctor's office, just 1/10 of that, very thin, very fine, and it's injured to the skin and where the points is or where the blockage is. So when it injured, you can feel the energy flow. It promotes the circulation and it stimulates the nerve system. It can produce the hormone that is needed to balance your body, and so that's how it works. But you are right. You mentioned that a lot of people are afraid of needles because they don't know. They don't know about it. They just think about needle and they get scared. But actually, acupuncture needle is really small, and it doesn't. A lot of the time, you don't feel it. But because still people don't know and afraid of it, so I am also promoting acupuncture without needles, which is called acupressure. Yes. And acupressure is the same thing using acupuncture points, but without the needles. So you just use your fingers, your hands, to use those points along your body to release pain or other health issue you have. So that's another option. Great option.
Wow. I didn't even realize that. So could you get the same benefit? Because it would seem like with the needle, and I want to say something to that from my own experience, my sister's experience, how powerful that really is. But could you get the same results? Because, with your finger, you're just on the outside. It's not really going in and doing whatever it does when the needle goes in and seems to affect the meridian. Is there any difference in that, the distinction between the two? The needle.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes, the difference is acupressure doesn't use needle, but use your finger pressure to push the points. And the purpose is the same, to stimulate those acupuncture points to release the blockage, can still achieve the same results by using those points. So one is with needles, one without needles, and one require acupuncture to do it. If you do acupuncture, you need to go to the office or have an acupuncturist to perform the treatment. But with acupressure, you can do it by yourself, and then you can do it on other people. Yes, and whenever you have a headache or you have stress, anxiety, insomnia, you can simply, do that yourself if you learn how to do it.
Mm-hmm. Well, so you're still getting the same results. It's just one's with a needle and one isn't.
Yes, pretty much. Mm-hmm.
Well, for anybody who's listening out there, this is such a powerful modality that I can't even stress. From my own experience of having a really bad cold for like 3.5 weeks, I went 2 times, and it completely knocked it out. My sister fell off her bike and really ruined her fingers on her hand. And she went to acupuncturist, and within, I would say she probably went 5 times, 6 times, and her fingers were back to normal, and they looked pretty bad. So, I mean, you can't even explain it. The body is just really amazing, and when you start tapping into, like you were saying, these meridians and however that works, and I don't really know, I'm not that familiar with it, but I know it's just really powerful that's that energy system that runs through our body, and, I love how you said when it's blocked, the energy's not flowing, and that's what's really causing the pain. So it's just a great tool, yeah.
Yes, it's all about improving your own healing power. Our body is designed to heal itself. For example, if you cut your fingers, it would heal, after a certain time. It has that power, and it uses this acupressure is to improve your natural healing energy in your body. So when you can get healed sooner. So it's really powerful because you were born with it.
Right. So let's talk about how to prevent oneself from getting disease or aging quickly, because I also want to ask about where does the anti-aging come in at? So there's really 2 questions there. How can we prevent the disease, but how can we also use it, or we're using this for anti-aging?
Yes. So definitely the link to what we were just talking about. So to me, health and youth or health and beauty comes hand in hand. Is the anti-aging, we want to prevent getting old quickly, and people who remain young and healthy is because they have the vitality. So we have to improve or enhance our vitality and our health to prevent getting old quickly. Because we all know after a certain age, then it just naturally, the function of the body start to decline. So how we prevent from getting disease or aging quickly is all from improving our health from inside out. Is that fair? Yeah.
So how would one do that? Is it through acupuncture?
Yes. Okay. So how we do that is, again, we got to improve our energy flow and maintain the energy we have, because that is the precious. We rely on it every day of our life until the day we die. So how it works is the bottom line is self-care. We have to take responsibility of taking care of ourselves. For example, when you get sick, definitely look for solutions to take care of yourself, and you can do acupuncture, and get plenty of rest and drink lots of water. We all know that, but a lot of us don't do that. And when you have a lot of stress or anxiety, that decrease your immune system. So Chinese medicine is all about improving your immune system too, so you can prevent disease. So self-care is the bottom line, that we need to take responsibility of taking care of ourselves and not to ignore any signal. For example, pain is actually a signal to you that something is going on, and it's for you to take action to do something about it. But many people ignore the signal until we get really sick. So there was a sign in the beginning, even though you catch cold, that at the beginning you already felt something not quite right. You know it. And that was the time to pay attention, connect to yourself, which is Chinese medicine also is a mind and body medicine. As we need to more be present with our body and notice what it's telling us, and then we can do the appropriate method to take care of ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our body is definitely a messenger of, hey, something's not right here. You know, we got to really either get more rest, you're doing way too much, and can really knock us on our feet if we're really not paying attention. That's so true, that we really get so busy in our lives that we don't think about it. And I think, too, that in doing this acupuncture, that it's important to balance those meridians, because we don't even know, if we're not aware of the meridians and what they do, then we're not even going to be apt to even do that, right? So it would seem like it would be very beneficial. So the question would be, would it be something that, is it something that you would do monthly? Is it something that you would do only when you feel the onset of something, outside of doing your normal body, mind, and care and things like that?
Yes, it all depends on individual. If you have something going on, that you have some sort of disease, say you already manifest a disease or illness on you, yes, you probably would need treatment more frequently. It could be 2 to 3 times a week. And then if you have something just chronic, it's not urgent, then you can maintain it once a week, or it can be or twice a month. It all depends. So, or if you just want to tune up, you want to stay healthy. You've been pretty healthy. You just want to stay healthy. You can do once a month, just like getting a massage. You know, some clients told me that it feels better than massage, because it just really relaxes when you get a treatment. All the energy is flowing, and in the meantime, increase your immune system and prevent aging. So you can do this through acupuncture. And also, if you want to learn, I also teach people how to do that with acupressure, which you can learn how to do self-care.
Oh, great. So then do you have any videos? Because we'll have your website information up on the video, but do you have any specials or with this training, will people be able to find that through the website that will be posted as well?
Yes. You can go to my website, naturebalance.com, and then there's a video I posted. It's about releasing anxiety. And so you can just follow that, and you will have a glimpse of how this works and where those points are, and certain points on your body, on your hand, on your chest, on your head. There's these points you can use, and then for reduced headache too. So yes, you can learn. If you go to my website, you can find the video.
Great.
To learn how to do that.
And I want to say something, when you talked about the nervous system, and it's so true. I mean, it really does relax you, and you feel like you've just had this amazing massage. So for anybody that's listening, you're not aware of acupuncture, really try this out. It's just so profound. And the other question I wanted to ask you that kind of came to my mind of people might be saying, okay, when you talk about disease, or what kind of disease are we talking about? Like you had mentioned, if it's clinical, I mean, there's some things you really have to go in. But can you give us some examples of some of the things that really can be beneficial in using the acupuncture?
Yes,
that's
a lot. Absolutely. The common one is pain. Okay, like neck pain, shoulder pain, back pain, knee pain. All those pain works very well. Again, it improves the healing power in your body. So pain definitely is because caused by blockage. So with acupuncture, you can release those blockages and then promote healing. And so pain, whatever pain you have, that's that it works really well with acupuncture and acupressure. And another disease could be chronic disease, say fibromyalgia. Other chronic disease, fibromyalgia, migraine, headache, hormone imbalance, like a menopause issues, things like that. Those work very good with acupuncture as well, because acupuncture naturally increase the hormone that you need, or it can reduce inflammation in your body. And so all those that I mentioned, fibromyalgia or even multiple sclerosis, those are autoimmune system that works really good because it's your body overreacted to your nerve system. And so with acupuncture, it can calm down the nerve. It works both ways.
I love that, yeah. And the whole thing about reducing inflammation, of course, if you've got pain or anything like that, it would make sense that that's what's happening is it's inflamed. And so it's just fascinating how that all works. I know it would be too much to really talk on this interview about how that works and, the different ways and things like that, but very fascinating. So let's talk about, because you had mentioned, maybe not in the description, but you and I had mentioned, because you had talked about one of the interests were natural solutions to pills and Botox. So what do you mean by that? Like, how is this to be effective? And I know we've touched a little bit on anti-aging and things like that, but I mean, yeah.
Yes. I'm all about health, beauty, and vitality. Yes, how can we do that naturally? Because I am really don't want to see people using Botox to prevent their wrinkles, fine lines, because Botox is a toxin. Just 1 gram can kill a million people. I didn't make this up. You can see in the medical news today, .com. That's what I say. It is a poison. So it's not going to be good to use or ingestion those poison in your body. It's not going to be healthy. We want the beauty coming from inside out, which is naturally looking good. And because you are healthy, you're vibrant, you're beautiful. And that's why I call it healing from inside out. And how you do is you can improve your energy flow, get yourself healthy. You can use acupressure points on your face to promote the energy flow and promote the collagen production. And so it can naturally release those fine line and wrinkles, and also natural facelift. It just get more tone. And instead of using Botox or, cosmetic surgery, plus if you do surgery, it cut off those meridians, which is the energy flow, and the scar tissue can block the energy flow, so you can experience pain and numbness, and so it's quite a suffering. So here comes this natural solution. I want people to know there's other option. And also, you need to take care of yourself, get plenty of rest and have a healthy lifestyle and eat well, which means very nutrients and foods that has a lot of micronutrients and a lot of antioxidants. And I also happen to come across with a product that I thinking it would be naturally, it works very well. It's amazing. It has this super fruits and loaded of antioxidants, and it has the capability to also rebuild the cartilage that you are missing while we aging, and also can also produce collagen naturally and hyaluronic acid for 6,000% just in 28 days. So you can check it out. Yeah, it's amazing. So, and it's natural. It's totally natural. That's what I'm going for it. And you can find it on my website.
Okay, so the product you can find on your website. Okay, for anybody that's listening, and you'll want to listen to the video in full as well to get a lot more information as well from what she had said before.
Right.
Do you have any videos on, this acupressure that you're showing people? I know you said you had some videos on different points, but do you have any ones on the ones for the face and, being able to help people with that?
Yeah, that will come out soon. I am also forming a class to teach people how to do that. So, and if you sign up for my class or e-course, that you will be able to learn all those techniques and points and for anti-aging.
Okay, and that's coming soon. Now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not now, but it will definitely will coming soon. Yeah. And then that will be part of all my course.
Okay.
For teaching you how to do acupressure for self-care. Yes.
Awesome. I love that. Well, what is one thing that you can share with the listeners that has helped you on your journey?
Okay. Absolutely. So about 5 years ago, yes, when my father passed away, I was experiencing a lot of grief and depression and sadness. And I find that just in a short period of time that my eyesight started to go bad. My hair started to have gray, and you can just tell your health is going down just because the emotional issue you've been going through, or the life challenge and things like that. So it really was a confirmation for me with the Chinese medicine. It's all about your mind and body connection. How healthy you are also depends on your emotional state. Is the true health is not just physical health, it's also your emotional health, your mental health. That's what we call it. Body, mind, and spirit in a whole. And then that's how we treat a person as a whole person. And I want me and everyone else to have this self-love and so we can do a good self-care to ourselves so we can live a good life, as my father told me before he passed away, live a good life. So that's my journey, and then I want that not just for myself, I want it to everyone, and that's what I'm going to be living for, live a good life, health, have a health, beauty, and vitality.
That's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. That really means a lot, and I'm sure the listeners can relate to that and how really it's like a healthy mind, healthy body, but it really does begin, and when we're aware and knowing that the body is a messenger. So thank you, Marian, really so much for sharing what you do and your gift and what you're really helping people to and bringing awareness. We really greatly appreciate having you on the show today.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's my pleasure to be here.
You're so welcome. And thank you for all the listeners who joined us out there today and the ones who will be joining us via YouTube. We want to thank you so much. Please don't forget to follow, subscribe, comment, and like us. And you can join me next week, March 10th, for the next show, Come Out of Hiding and Shine with Rebecca Hall-Gruder. And then beginning April, I'm going to be transitioning the show and having guest experts in the areas of a relationship. So if you relate to this topic, I'd love for you to join me. So stay tuned for more to come. And again, Marian, thank you again so much for being on the show today. Really appreciate having you here.
Sure. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you to all listeners again. Bye.